Namaste everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to another session in Yoga with Reena. I hope everyone is staying happy and healthy. Today's session is going to be working on boosting our energy levels. So lots and lots of practices to get our energies going, to get our happy hormones boosted, and to really wake up our bodies and our minds when we are doing this. So we're going to start first of all with sitting in a moment. Before we do that, let's remember to be really careful. Let's remember to think about our safety, making sure we're wearing appropriate clothing, no socks so we're not slipping or anything, and enough space around us so we don't hurt ourselves or anybody if we're practicing with somebody else. So listen to your body. You know it more than I do, so making sure we are not pushing ourselves to any pain, but just making sure that we are enjoying the poses. So we're going to start with sitting, okay, and nice and comfortably. We're gonna put our left leg on top. We're gonna sit in Sukhasana, so we'll start in Sukhasana today. So chins up, back straight, lean in, try not to put too much pressure in, okay, and then palms facing up on our knees, Jin Mudra with your thumb and index finger. And we're just gonna close our eyes and our mouths. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in from our nose and out. Also from the nose, and making sure that exhale is much longer. Breathing in. Fill those lungs with everything you've got, and exhale, completely deflate them. Keep going, keep exhaling as much as you can. And last one, inhale. And exhale. So just keep your eyes closed and take a few moments to come into your body and into your mind and slowing everything down. Sometimes our bodies can get quite lazy or quite drowsy, so it's important to wake them up and be energized and be active. So we'll start with a Kapalbhati practice. So if anyone has any high blood pressure or any hypertension or migraines, this is something I would suggest you avoid. You can just do some inhale, exhale, okay, to just get those lungs working before we practice. And those of you that are not sure and you're able to do this, we will be pumping the air out from our nose, making this sound. So we will do 1 per second and really pulling our stomachs in as we exhale, and everything on the face nice and relaxed as well. Really important to keep that there, okay? So really just making sure that everything, including the jaw, eyes, eyebrows, and especially the nose, which can tend to crinkle up sometimes during this, I want to keep it nice and calm. So we'll go for 30 pushes today, guys. And if you want to hit pause and then continue for a few more, by all means do so. You know, working in 30 bouts, maybe you can work up to a minute or two, completely your choice, okay? But you should feel lots and lots of nice energy and heat coming through your body as we are practicing, okay? So just close your eyes and can start the practice in your own time. Keep pumping out as much as you can from your nostrils and feel that stomach. Imagine it touching the base of your spine. We're about halfway now, so keep pumping. Keep that jaw relaxed, eyebrows down, nose really relaxed. Keep pumping and just go for about 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, push, 2, 1, and stop the practice. And just be still for a few moments. You can gulp your saliva to relax your throat, and if we've done this properly, then it may well mean that we've stopped sort of inhaling as much, which is fine, which is completely fine. Just enjoy the quietness in your body, and If you want to hit pause and carry on, by all means do so. And then whenever you're ready, if you haven't already, in your next inhale, start to inflate the lungs really slowly, breathe in properly. We've cleared everything out, and exhale and come all the way down. Let the lungs completely collapse, take everything out, and then with a few blinks, we are going to open our eyes and we can relax our hands. Now, when we're doing our kriyas and we're doing these breathing practices, it's really important to understand that the longer we do them and the more focus we give to it, the more of the benefits it will have. Okay, so just doing these for 30 seconds, yes, it can clear and it can help for our session, but it's important to keep these practices up in your own time, which is why I definitely recommend hitting the pause button and then doing so for an extra minute or something like that. So well done on the kriya. We're just going to move into our Surya Namaskar now. So there's no better way to boost our energy than doing Surya Namaskars. And we're going to go for 2 today, but I'm hoping that you can hit pause and go for a few extra as well. 4s and 6s and 8s and 10s and building up. They hardly take any time. You can get lots and lots done in just a matter of minutes. So in your own time, if you would like to have a go, please do. But we're going to work on 2 today, just in terms of time restraint, so we can move on to the poses as well. So if possible, and listening to your body, no hands, and we're going to stand up. And we're going to come towards the front of our mat, and we're going to go into a fluid Surya Namaskar cycle. So we're going to go for 2. We'll start with our left leg first, and then our right. And remember, once your hands touch the floor, we don't want to move them from there. And your legs, if you're able to, try and keep the legs in the same place as well. And really making sure those triceps and those arms are traveling with your head. So not bending with a curved spine, but with a completely straight back. Okay, so remember to bring those feet together. Take a nice deep breath in, nice big namaskar, and exhale and come all the way down. Okay, and we're going to push into each stretch, and then we're going to make sure we're giving more effort in our exhale. Okay, so just waking up our body. So here we go. Take a nice inhale. Hips forward, arms back. Exhale. Hips back, head down, and go as far as you can. Keep those legs straight as far as you can. Inhale, left leg comes all the way back. Lunge in. Try and keep that front foot flat. And really make sure the weight is coming inside the legs as opposed to your arms. And head forward, exhale, and join Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice and straight, knees and chest. Remember to keep those ankles and those heels together. Hips to hands, inhale up. Check those heels again. Exhale, lean back into the mountain, into Parvatasana, going as far back as you can. Inhale, left leg right in between your hands. Take your time, stretch back. Exhale, join. Slide those arms to the side of your ears. Continue your journey all the way up. Breathe in and breathe out. Travel together with your head and arms. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, join. Remember, more focus on the exhale. Knees and chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, join. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. So just keep that namaskar in front of you. Feel all that heat, even after just 2 cycles. Just keep your eyes closed, even after all of that heat. Yeah, lots of heat running through the body. Relax your arms, hands down by the side. And if we spent more time on those exhales, then we definitely will be feeling lots and lots of heat inside our body. So when you're ready to relax your hands, you can take a few steps back, okay? And we're just going to get our breath back, and then we're going to move into our first few poses, okay? So exactly however you're standing, just take a nice deep breath in, raise those arms. Exhale out. Good. So the longer we spend time on our exhale and the more force we put into it, the more we're able to empty our lungs from things that we don't need in there, okay? And they tend to feel much lighter as we do so. Now, I know we've only done 2, guys, but remember, please go ahead and do some more, okay? So hit pause, and then you can get your breath back, and then we're going to move into now Virabhadrasana. So a slightly different version today of doing a warrior pose, okay? So what we'll do is we'll start with our right leg, and we need to make sure as much as possible those hips and those shoulders are facing the front. So just take your right leg and take a nice step forward, and you can unlock it, that's fine, but making sure you haven't turned sort of out and in, okay? So hips facing forward, nice and steady. You can bring that leg out a bit to make sure, but you're going to really feel a spine twist and a stretch in that leg, okay? So from here, as you slightly lean forward, we're going to raise our arms. So inhale slightly, okay, and start to lean forward. And as you lean forward, you can feel that heat inside. Okay, and then from here, I want you to turn to your right hand side, and then we're going to take our right hand back. Okay, so bending on our right, left tricep to the side of the ear and looking at our hand behind. And you can really feel that crunch on the side. So start to bend a little bit further. You can experiment, do what you can, and hold the smile and hold the pose and really feel that back leg, that calf, really feel that stretch. And try and make sure that arm stays at the side of your head, okay? And then take a nice inhale and bring it all the way back. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring it down, all the way down. You can bend that knee and bring it all the way back in a nice calm fashion without sort of losing your balance or wobbling. Now you'll find that the arm that went back has been really charged, especially that shoulder. So I'll do it facing this way now so you can see what's happening. Okay, so same again, but we're going to do it with the other side. Okay, so we'll try our left leg now. Remember, whichever leg is in front, that's the way that we should be turning. So nice and calmly with an exhale, take that leg out, nice and steady. Okay, start to bend it a little bit, and then breathing in from our nose and raising our arms. And lunging a little bit further forward, and once those triceps touch the side of the head, we are going to twist our spine and we're going to turn and look behind us. And it's really important to turn with your arms at the side of your head, okay? Especially so you're at a complete right angle. You can feel that crunch on the side, looking right at your middle finger. Keep your drishti there. Lunge forward, stretch more like a clock hand. Nice big smiles. 2, 1, and we're going to come all the way back up. Breathe in, and nice and comfortably breathe out. Hands come down, and we're going to join, and we're going to come all the way back in with our legs. Now keep your feet in there. We're just going to continue activating our spine, okay, in Utkatasana, so chair pose, okay? So in Utkatasana, it's really important to make sure that your back is as straight as you possibly can. So keep your feet together, ankles and toes touching, and raise those arms up. And then as you exhale, without separating the arms and the legs, we're going to bring our hips. We're going to lower our body, okay? And then now you can feel the weight on the front of your ankles, okay? So keeping your head up, and then we're going to experiment just slightly, because what we're going to do is if your hips are sticking out, I want you to tuck them in, and then you'll activate your thighs even more. Okay, and then from here, bring your hands down, okay, and then come at an absolute right angle, so you're pretty much sitting, okay, pretty much sitting, and raise those arms. So if somebody comes to put a cup of tea on your head, guys, you should be able to hold it up, okay, so all the weight, your abdomen has come closer to your chest, palms are facing each other, hold it there, 3, 2, and 1, and place those hands onto the floor, take the weight off the legs, and you can relax. Well done, well done. So keep those hands right there. They're not going to move. Okay, I'm sure our thighs were really activated during those poses as well. So we're just going to shift our weight onto the lower part of the body now. So we're going to do a flow, okay, vinyasa from Parvatasana to Bhujangasana. So we're going to go from mountain to cobra. And we've done this before, guys. We did it in Surya Namaskar, but it's really important that we keep up the looseness of the spine, okay? So from here, hands haven't moved. Bring your body back. We're going to go into mountain, Okay, keep your heels and ankles together. Okay, and really start, even if you can't touch your heels to the floor, try and bring your face as close to your knees as you possibly can. Okay, take an exhale here. Take an inhale and exhale. And come into Bhujangasana. So really, really feel that stretch right at the back. Okay, and then breathe in and then lean back and come back right into the Parvatasana. Okay, come on, go all the way back. Try and get your face as far away from your underarms. Inhale and then exhale into Bhujangasana, all the way up here. Hold the pose one more time. Breathe in, lean back, and breathe out. Come down and lean up all the way. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then place your chest a little bit further back. Release your legs and stretch yourself. Take the weight off your hands and place your forehead onto the ground in Balasana with your elbows touching the floor. So we are nice and relaxed. Okay, really, really nice and relaxed. Just take a breather with your heads down. And the most important thing is to take the wrist weight off as well. So hopefully we're being really careful in our poses. We're listening to our bodies and we are maximizing our exhales. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, in your next inhale, you can start to lift yourself up and bring your legs in front of you. Okay, and sit nice and comfortably so you've got enough space. Give those ankles a little wave as well. And toes a little wriggle, because we're going to move into Naukasana now, yeah? So Naukasana is a boat pose, but we're actually going to do something different today. We're going to do a rocking boat. So just using a little bit of our core, but really maintaining that part of the balance as much as we possibly can, okay? So remember guys, in this pose, it's important that whatever we're doing what we can. We're not pushing our body too much. So we're going to bring our legs in, okay? Bring our legs in and knees bent as well. And we're going to take our 2 fingers and we're going to wrap the 2 fingers around our big toe. Yeah, around our big toe. And we're going to cross our thumbs over for a little bit more security. Okay, and we're going to take the toes off and we're just going to sort of lean back. Okay, and then take those heels off the floor. And you'll find that you hopefully are able to balance as much as you can. Yeah, as much as you can on the lower part of the spine / bottom area. Now here we're going to slowly start to lift. Okay, now it's not a race, and the moment you start to wobble, I want you to stop there because there's not a competition at all. We want to really slowly and steadily start to raise. Okay, now do what you can, listen to your body, and if you're here with your knees bent, that's fine as well. Okay, nice and steady, and if you're able to, you can try and straighten your legs. That's only if, guys, so listen to your body. You don't have to do exactly how I'm doing. I want you to listen to your body and do what your body says, okay? You know it more than me, okay? And we're really slowly, okay, going to just lift our head and hold the pose, okay? But don't hold our breath. And we're going to try now to roll, holding our legs here. We're going to try and roll back. We're going to try and touch our feet to the floor, and we're going to try and come back into this position. And it might mean that it takes us a few times, but what matters is even if your knees are bent, try not to take your hands off. So this is about curving your spine when it needs to and straightening it when it needs to, okay? So what we need to do is we need to curve it, and then lock our spine into straightness, how it is now, so we can come back to this position. So take a nice inhale. As you exhale, curve, roll yourself back, touch your feet to the floor, and see if you can come right back up into a sitting position that you were in before. Okay, so well done, hold it there. If you want to hit pause and keep trying, by all means do so. Sometimes it takes more than one, and then we are just really slowly going to release the legs. Okay, place them down, and hopefully without a sound, we're going to relax the legs and relax the hands as we do so. So well done guys if you managed to do that. That is a really, really challenging thing to do, and I hope everyone had enough space to do that as well, so you're not bumping into anyone or any walls. So being really careful when you're doing that pose. And the grip is very important in that posture, because once your hands are gripped, you don't have to worry about letting them go. And sometimes it may well mean that your legs are flying all over the place. But really, really, guys, believe me, it comes with practice, okay? We can't expect to do something straight away. So well done. We're just going to move on to our last two now, okay? So we're going to go into halasana, okay? Halasana is plow pose. So anybody with any sort of migraines or headaches, be really careful, especially because the blood flow is coming right there. And anyone on the cycle, on your monthly cycle, please be aware. Not a good idea to be doing this, especially with lifting yourself up, okay? So this is a plow pose, okay? So I want you to all lie down nice and comfortably, okay? Tuck in whatever you need to, so nothing's going to come flying forward or anything like that, okay? And making sure that you're nice and relaxed, shoulders and everything nice and flat on the floor, okay? And we're nice and comfortable. So for those of you that have done halasana before, this is a plow pose. We're bringing our legs right behind us, okay? So kind of what we did in the boat pose just earlier, yeah? Nokasana just earlier. So without using your hands, okay? If you need to use them, please do. Anyone, any back pain, please be very careful, okay? We're going to try and lift our legs up without without bending the knees. And then as soon as we get the opportunity, we are going to place our hands right at the back where our ribs are, okay? And if you're able to do it without, that's also fine as well. So take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, lift those legs and get them as far behind you as your head as you possibly can. So here we go. Okay, so we're as high as we possibly can. Try and get your hands flat. What I'm going to do is move a little bit further back so you can see me. Okay, and then take your hands and then place them right behind. Try and keep those legs straight, and the idea is we want to bring our chin as close to our chest. So without bending the knees, we're going to try and place those legs right behind us and release the hands. And if you need to keep hold, then by all means do. Okay? And if you're able to really try and get those shoulders there, and if you can interlock your hands and touch your toes to the floor, even better. So hold the pose. 3, 2, 1, and then nice and slowly you can release. Okay? Now, if you want to release with your knees bent, by all means, or if you want to come up into Sarvangasana, by all means do so. But it's really important that we try and straighten our body, okay? So rather than keeping your hips out, yeah? So be careful in whatever you're doing, holding the pose. You can bring your knees together as well and your toes, but just relax those shoulders and really feel that curve. And if you want to have a go, you can try and bring your knees right to your head, okay? And nice and slowly raise those legs up, breathe in, and release your hips as calmly as you can without lifting the head preferably, and legs down in a nice straight line, and relax. So we wanted energy boosting today. We certainly got it, especially in that posture when all the circulation is running upwards, okay? So well done, guys. You did really, really well. Hopefully we managed just a little bit of a lift, okay? Now we're going to move into our last pose now. This is Chakrasana, okay? This is a wheel pose and it's quite a challenging one, but I want us to have a go. At least I want us to be introduced to it as well, okay? Some of us may know what it is. It's essentially a posture where we have our hands at the back, okay, behind us, and we are going to be lifting our hips off the floor. So even if you can only do this much, that's fine. It's important to reversely curve. We want to finish with an open spine because we curved it over immensely in Halasana. We want to keep it open now. So it's a very good practice for stretching out your back massively, strengthening your back muscles. It's also very good for your chakras as well, okay? So being nice and careful and making sure that you're not putting any weight on your head. That's an absolute must, guys, okay? So no weight on your head at all. Doing what we can. If you want to watch me first and then hit pause and have a go, by all means do so. So legs wide apart, nice and comfortable, and hands at the side of your ears. Now you may need to adjust. You may need to come down and adjust, but that's fine. You're welcome to do so, okay? Now nice and slowly we're going to try in our own time to lift ourselves up, okay? So lift your hips, take your hands off, and lift ourselves all the way up as much as you can, and really just relax into the posture, okay? Now it doesn't matter, guys, if you can't get all the way up. That's completely fine, And if you're able to, just enjoy, really, really enjoy. You can try and look in between your hands to really maximize that stretch. You can also try and bring your legs together and your knees together and really work that lower spine. And if you want, you can bring one leg, say your right, into the middle and try and lift your left leg up. Okay, so just holding the pose in whatever way you are doing. Okay, really just experimenting, doing whatever you can. Okay, nice and calmly, even if it's just your hips or your spine that you've lifted. But enjoy that stretch, big smiles, and nice and slowly we're going to release and we're going to place our head down and we are just going to relax. And we're going to relax with our knees bent this time so we can feel the whole of the spine onto the floor, eyes closed and mouths closed. And taking a nice deep breath in and out. And just take a breather. Very important in practices like Chakrasana, that only if your body is able to carry, your spine is able to carry that weight, then we can be doing some experimenting, okay? And we don't know until we try, obviously, but very important to be extremely careful in poses like this. So whatever we have done, whether it's one leg up, whether it's no legs, or whether it's just even your spine and your hips, what matters is our spine is nice and open. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and out. And just have 1 minute absolute stillness, just to let our body completely relax. Observe the abdomen coming up and down as you breathe in and out. Observe the tingling inside your palms and your wrists from holding all of that up. Focus on what's happening inside the body as opposed to outside. And then whenever you're ready, without opening the eyes, just going to turn to your right hand side, must be your right, and then we're just going to sit ourselves up in a nice comfortable position, returning into Sukhasana. This time we can use the other leg. Nice and comfortable. Feel all of that circulation rush down, especially because the last two poses it was coming all the way up. So smile, relax into your spine, lift your chest, back of the spine and base of the neck in a nice straight line. Inhaling, exhaling. Thumb and index finger touching. 3 Oms we'll finish with, A, U and Ma. So we'll do 1 Akar, 1 Ukar and 1 Makar, and then 1 Om in total. Remember, the vibrations are felt inside the stomach in A, U in the chest, and Ma in your head region. So really focus on the insides. Akar, U and then Ma. Inhale. Omkar. Breathe in. So well done for today. I'll see you next time. Stay happy, stay healthy. Namaste.